Something new this morning called my recipe box. I've decided it's time, folks. It's time to brush up on my skills, or actually just get any skills in the kitchen. And who better to get me started than our friend and Today contributor, Siri Daly. A kitchen is only as good as the chef inside of it.
Okay, Savannah.
What is
this?
I
love to cook.
You know what my instinct in the kitchen is? Takeout. So I enlisted the help of my good friend and seasoned cook, Siri Daly, to learn a few of the basics and to turn the hopeless, I just was curious, into something hopeful. And that starts with some basic kitchen tools.
Number one, a chef knife. If it's really good and if it's really sharp, it's gonna make cutting a breeze. Tongs, a Dutch oven. I can make stews, soups, big pots of pasta. Oh, the most important.
What? This is an area I have some experience.
Pour the wine, and then we're gonna start with a roast chicken. We just need a shallot and some celery, carrots, and some potato too. Make sure you keep those fingers moving away from the knife.
You're really worried about my fingers.
Perfect. I'm gonna take all those things that we chopped up, and I'm just gonna throw them in the pot, okay?
All at the same time.
All at the same time.
Here you go, my little friend. My first roast chicken. Drink break.
Drink break. Everything is gonna just go in this mason jar. It's gonna be so easy. Okay. Shake that up.
This is fun.
The rest our beautiful salad.
Awesome.
One of the first things I taught myself to make is pesto. It's a great way to kind of sneak in veggies. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna toast some pine nuts over a dry skillet. So now we're gonna assemble the pesto. To this, we're gonna add some garlic, Parmesan cheese, salt, and pepper. You had it right the first time, no. Okay, now we'll add the basil, and we're gonna drizzle some olive oil.
Oh.
Here we go.
Wow.
We made a pesto. What is this?
That is a lemon. No, I don't know what, I honestly don't. I mean, it looks like some kind of squash.
This is a spaghetti squash.
Okay.
We're gonna roast it up. It's really one of the easiest things to do, and it can feed a lot of people.
Okay.
The biggest step is slicing it.
Oh boy, come on, oh my gosh.
All we're gonna do is scrape out some of the seeds, drizzle it with olive oil, and put it in a 400-degree oven for about 45 minutes.
Ooh, look at that. Comes mine. Yum.
Look at that.
Looks so good.
We cooked.
Yay, we did it.
Cheers.
I'll drink to that. Little steps toward big kitchen ambitions. That beautiful dish.
did
Thank
so
you,
good.
Siri. Well, okay, you're here with me because we're going to try to do this. The tasters are downstairs.
Exactly. So now we're gonna do our roast chicken, right?
All right,
it's so
yes.
simple. Look
And
at
here's
the
our
ingredients.
ingredient grid.
Very simple.
Yeah.
Shallot, celery. What's that?
Pancetta.
Yay!
But
A
you
plus.
could use bacon.
We could use bacon. There we
Okay.
go. So first step, seasoning. So we're gonna just pat it dry.
That's right.
It's already dry. Salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper, and you have to be real generous with the salt and pepper,
Exactly.
right? And you got to get both
Look
sides.
at you using those chef words.
Yes, exactly.
All right, now we're gonna put it in the pan. Usually I'm gonna use my hands, but you know, because
because we're moving on to other items.
Fast. Breast side down.
Breast side
There
down.
we go.
Yeah, see, I already forgot
And that's gonna crisp up really nicely. Now we're gonna get chopping with our
Yes,
chef
you
knife,
showed
right?
me a trick.
Okay.
Now let me see if I can do it.
Yes, so these
First
are
you went
shallots.
this way.
Right.
Then,
Perfect.
okay, but not all the way to the
All
end.
the way, yep.
Then you kind of went like this, but again, not all. Oh shoot.
That's okay. Nope.
Okay,
you're doing
all
great.
the way to the end.
Yep. Just watch this
Kind of like
finger.
that. Sure, I know everybody thinks I'm gonna like.
Nope.
We got a bleeder. Okay, here. And then you chop.
Look at that.
Look at this, Hoda. I'm dicing.
You are dicing like a pro.
Okay.
So to the celery, to the shallots, we also add celery.
Okay.
We're just gonna throw them in
Throw
this
that in
pan,
there.
right? And then we're gonna cover it up with foil.
Okay. And there was
then our
nothing in
lid.
the bottom of that pan, right?
Just some olive oil, like
Okay.
a tablespoon and a half.
Okay.
And then we roast that for about an hour.
In the oven.
In the oven covered. Take it out, uncover it.
Yes.
And add our pancetta. Or like
Okay.
you said, you can always add bacon.
Should I just throw it on top
Throw it
of
on top.
Okay.
And then we're gonna roast that for 30 more minutes.
Okay.
And then it's done. The bacon crisps up beautifully.
Yep.
And all we do is drizzle some of the pan juices
pan
on the
juice.
top. And look at that lovely juice.
The
with
jus.
only- The au jus. Perfect.
Yes, okay.
Now let's do our
How's it taste
spaghetti
while we're walking
squash.
back here, guys? The chicken.
Heaven.
So
we
moist.
made this.
Okay,
I'm shocked.
so we're going to
Yeah.
quickly slice this in half.
My plate is
Just
empty.
kidding.
I know this is impossible.
Slicing
so
a spaghetti squash can sometimes be hard, so
yeah.
make sure your knife is sharp. Olive oil.
Yes.
You can do that
Drizzle.
part. Drizzle, drizzle.
Yeah.
And then some salt and pepper.
Yeah. Okay.
And we're going to roast that for about 45 minutes.
The hardest part of this was actually cutting it open. Yes.
Cutting it.
And you put it in.
Yep. And then now what do we do?
This was so fun. Once it came out, guys, look at this. You just could use your fork, and it's all shredded. It looks like spaghetti.
And we trick our kids and think it's spaghetti, right?
So you just do that and you pour it right into there. And then we had made that pesto, which was,
exactly. That's okay. That's okay.
Well, I almost got out of this one clean.
Totally You're doing so good with that lemon.
That's normal.
So close, so close.
And then here is our pesto that we made.
I knew it wasn't a lemon.
I know you knew it wasn't a lemon.
And that's our pesto. We drizzle it.
Yep. And this was so simple. And remember how it we can also use, instead of basil, you can use broccoli, you can use kale, you can make so many different versions of pesto.
So you can sneak some veggies in for the kids. Guys, what do you think? I'm going to take a bite.
Terrific.
I cannot believe how delicious that is, and I can't believe how easy it is to make spaghetti squash.
I know.
Spaghetti.
And what do you guys think of Savannah? She did great,
She did
right?
fantastically.
I'm so impressed. I think you need a dinner party.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. We need a wine.
You're going to have to start retiring this act that you can't cook.
No, I know, exactly. Obviously, I can win series right there. If you want to try these dishes, and they actually are pretty simple, go to today.com/food for the recipes. We're back in a moment.
Okay, there's almost nothing more delicious than a perfectly roasted chicken. Unless you're making a perfectly roasted, sweet, and sticky chicken.
Yes.
We're in.
Oh, my God, I'm hungry already. It's a recipe straight from the pages of Andy Baragani's New York, did I say that right?
Yes.
New York Times bestseller, The Cook You Want to Be.
Andy, this is your first cookbook.
This is my debut book.
And it hit the New York Times bestseller list. That's a dream.
It was very emotional. I'll never forget. I was by myself, but my publisher, my editor, they called me, and I just broke down and cried. I was very, very grateful, very happy.
Okay,
This chicken is so cute, and I'm just gonna let me go stand next to Andy.
I knew.
Hi, Andy.
Who's the cook? Who's the cook?
I'm the
Or
cook
maybe
today.
both. Okay.
No, he's the cook because he wants to be close to you in that tight t-shirt. But anyway,
Okay.
I feel like this is the perfect date recipe. Like, isn't it true that Meghan Markle and Prince Harry like roasted a chicken?
And that's what I think sealed the deal, right?
Yeah. Okay, well, this may seal the deal.
So it's a little bit of a hot and sticky day in New York City, so I decided to make my hot and sticky roast chicken.
Okay.
So
put us to work.
So the first thing is we're going to just sprinkle this whole roast chicken with salt and pepper. A good amount of salt and pepper. Generous.
All right.
Generous.
And ideally, you want to let this sit uncovered so the skin kind of dries out a bit. It's going to be for a better brownage all over.
Okay.
Oh, wow, you guys are good at seasoning.
Yeah. We don't know. This ain't no Paula Patton
By
chicken.
the way, he's good at a lot of things.
This is good. Okay, and then we're gonna make the glaze. So the glaze is just 3 ingredients. It's just some vinegar, rice vinegar, unseasoned, soy sauce. Oh, you're hogging. Look at that.
He's hogging
Soy
you.
sauce, and then sugar.
Sugar.
Ooh, yeah.
Brown
Ooh.
sugar.
And this is gonna make it sweet, salty, a little bit vinegary, some tang, and it's gonna reduce down until you have this kind of sticky syrup.
Yeah.
For TV, we're gonna keep on going.
Okay.
We're gonna keep on
And do
going.
you pour it on the chicken?
We're gonna pour it on the chicken.
You wanna go?
This is our salt and pepper. We're gonna wait for that though.
Oh.
We're going to season it.
Yeah.
Or just brush it with some oil.
Okay, I'm
And
good.
the oil. Here, you go ahead.
Yeah, let me just.
Do you want me to go?
That's gonna make it for more browning all over.
Beautiful.
Oh, nice.
So we have that.
Let me ask you a question, because I read this. Why do you put the legs back?
I put the legs back in the kitchen because that's gonna take the longest cooking time.
Okay.
Dark meat is gonna take a lot longer than the white meat.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
How do we know this is ready? You don't let it boil, do you?
No, we do let it boil, but I think we're
Turn
running
it down too low, yeah.
We're gonna see, get it a little bit simmered.
Okay.
And
I
then
think I'm all greased up.
while we're simmering that up, I'm gonna slice a shallot.
Oh, I love a shallot.
So
Hold on.
I'm gonna. Oh, he's gonna
Before
keep
you go, I
rolling
want
it
you to
up.
get
Look at that.
Yeah.
I am taking. I should say that.
I know, I was going to say his partner's feeling wild.
I don't think my partner's watching at this very moment because he doesn't have a TV where he's at right now. But
we're good.
Look, it's boiling, so can I pour?
you could pour it over. So we're just gonna brush it. See, it's gonna be a little bit thicker. You want to go, but that's a good place for right now.
Okay, cool. You want to let it get kind of thick.
A little bit thicker. So we have our sliced shallots. We have oil over here. We have shallots, ginger, and garlic. You want to toss
I've never
that
had
in?
ginger in my chicken. Have you ever?
No, but I think that sounds awesome.
That sounds delicious.
So we're gonna add that, and then we're gonna add the shallots as well.
Okay. I like how you crisp them. So how do you get them so crispy obviously with oil?
You start it with the cold oil and bring it up so the shallots and garlic, they cook all at once.
Beautiful.
And one thing that I forgot to mention, this glaze works really well on chicken, but if you tripled or quadrupled it, it would work so well with turkey.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay,
Really, really well.
awesome.
Now, Andy, do you cook every night?
Most nights.
I'm moving over here to taste.
Yeah, so I'm gonna carve this chicken up. You have some tasters over there.
Thank you.
And you can see that it got this wonderful glaze all over.
Oops.
Did you put your chicken on the stove first to get this crisp look, or did you get it from the oven?
No, it just always went on the oven to start high heat, 450 for about 15 minutes, reduced down to 325, low and slow.
Oh, wow.
You have that sizzling. And so, how's that?
My gosh, this is amazing.
Go, taste.
Yeah, come get some.
So we have this, the sticky roast chicken. We have the crispy bits, the garlic over here. This is gonna get a little bit of salt.
Wow.
And once you carve it up like this,
wow,
we're just gonna, right?
It's really delicious.
It is so good, you guys.
Andy, thank you so much.
Yes, to get these recipes, head to today.com/food.
This morning on Today Food, hey, instead of ordering in, we're going to show you how you can cook up a Thai favorite right at home. Celebrity chef Jet Tila is out. He's got a new book, 101 Thai Dishes You Need to Cook Before You Die. a little bit of finality there, but okay. Jet is joining us from his kitchen in Los Angeles. Jet, good to see you, my friend.
What's happening, team? I missed you guys. Thanks for having me.
We missed you too.
Launching my third book with you guys. It's exciting to be here.
Well, we're very excited.
It's fun. It's a very energetic title.
I love it,
to say the least.
So you're making. Guy Fieri wrote for your foreword. He said, a lot of people are afraid of Thai. You're trying to demystify that.
Yeah, I think so. I think Asian food and Thai in general is one of those things that everyone wants to cook. Not really sure how to get there, and that's what this book is all about. Is about getting a beginner all the way to an advanced cook, how to understand the flavors, and I think cashew chicken is a really good place to start.
Okay.
Well, I just watched you pour some tea seed oil in there, and I'm seeing some other jars and bottles of stuff I'm not familiar with cooking with. Do you think the key is to buy these ingredients so that you're forced to use them in this way?
Dylan, man, that's really perceptive. You know the oil that I'm using. But yes, I think a lot of people are phenomenal cooks. I think what makes you different, what makes our food different is just ingredients. So the book will explain to you that Thai food is hot, sour, salty, sweet, savory. And then once you understand the ingredients, I'm going to show you the technique. So in this pan, I've got some chilies and nuts already flash fried, right? And I'm using chicken breast, but feel free to use chicken thigh if you want. You can sub anything. So I'm taking the chicken medium and flash frying the chilies and the nuts gives you a lot extra fragrance. We dumped out the extra oil so you don't have to have it. And then another technique is watch how I show how to cut a bell pepper, right?
Okay.
The way I like to do it is if you can remember, a tile becomes a slice and a slice becomes a dice. I just actually take the back of the bell pepper off first, and then I take the tiles off the front, the back, and the sides. And look at that. You've got all these really easy pieces.
Without any
seeds.
Then
once, there you go. No seed pod.
You
and
don't
then
have that
remember,
curly end that you're always trying
slice.
to cut. Yeah.
Yes, this totally eliminates that problem of that piece. You're like, what do I do with that? How does it work? You've got the perfect little seed pod, and there you go. So veg go in. So real simple. I'm going to add green bell. I'm also going to add onions in there. Now we get to the part of the ingredients. You know that Thai food is hot, sour, salty, sweet, savory. So I'm going to use a Thai oyster sauce instead of a Chinese oyster sauce.
What's the difference?
It's got more of a sweet, mellow flavor. A Chinese oyster sauce is big on salt. We're going to use sweet soy versus kind of like that all-purpose soy.
I didn't know there was
got a
sweet
little
soy.
more molasses.
It's
a lot less.
Are these easier to
salty,
find? Are these easy to find, Jet?
You know, the nice thing out about the modern era is the interweb has everything. And if you're in LA or in the middle of the country, if you wait a few days, you can have it all. My last ingredient there was chili paste and soybean oil. And the only difference between a Chinese stir fry and a Thai stir fry is I'm teaching you the technique, but you understand the software because you know the hardware. And that's what this book is all about. And check it out, yo. Cashew
I want to try that.
So good.
Hey, Jed, I have a question because I'm looking at this and it's something I would love to cook for my family, but with 2 young kids, they don't love spice. I mean, if you kind of remove the spice, does that change a lot of the flavor profile?
No. So I had 2 grandmothers. I had a Chinese grandmother and I had a Thai grandmother. And you would never be able to touch the Chinese grandmother's food because she'd smack you on the hand and go, no, it's the way it's supposed to be. With Thai food, you eat it how you like it. So you check out the recipe and you take that chili bits, like the dried chili here and the chili sauce, take them out. And I got 2 kids as well. And I take the spice off for them. And as they graduate onto heat, you can push it all in.
Okay.
It's all in there.
Jet, you have convinced us. I think a lot of us are ready to try something new. I know I'm in a rut, so it's good to try something new. That looks amazing.
All right, Thai before you die.
There you go. Thank you, Jet.
You bet. It's good to seeing you guys. Thank you very much.
You too. Good luck.
Jet so much.
Care.
All right, for this recipe, you can head to today.com/food.